So Janssen, first things first, how are the girls looking ahead of the big clash with Hungary on Monday?
Yeah, they're fired up. Been working very, very hard. We've been working throughout the month of August in preparation for this. Obviously, players have been keeping to a certain level of fitness and maintaining certain standards, knowing that this is going to be a very, very extremely tough test. So, yeah, definitely, they look well up for it, and looking forward to the game on the 5th.
Well, you touched on it there. They're a big step up in terms of calibre of opposition, Hungary. So what do you expect from them?
Like we say, we've played at a certain level so far, and every time our aim is to get tougher opposition, to better prepare ourselves for what will hopefully be Euro qualifiers next year in 2023. So there's no real point in us ring fencing ourselves playing the same level or calibre of opposition. So the idea here is, and was, with the Faroe Islands, which was a big step up from anything we'd faced before, and Hungary is a massive step up from anything that we've faced, and basically just to test everything that we're doing here.
So in terms of development, how would you say that we compare with Hungary in terms of our progression?
They are going to be a massive test, but it's more of what can we bring to the game, how can we react to certain situations. It's more of a test for us. I'm mainly concentrating on that. I know what Hungary brings to the table. They're not an unknown quantity like most of the other nations that we've played before, who are young to this as we were, and we are. So I do know what Hungary is all about. We do know how difficult a test Hungary will be. And it's more of a point of concentrating on the things that we can bring to the table and the things that we need to definitely work on to be able to make that a competitive game and make sure we don't get blown out of it straight away. So yeah, a lot of hard work's been put into that. Also, it's a completely different level to any football that we've played before. So we're now moving into a more tactical side of the game. Ensuring that players have that knowledge, not that football IQ, like we like to call it, and not only solely performing as an individual player, but also as a compact tactical unit.
So we were hit with the news as well that Ellie Mason's opted to represent Northern Ireland. So yeah. How much of a shock did this come as, and has it unsettled the side at all?
It hasn't unsettled the side. Like I say, Ellie came over in February with our last set of internationals, and was obviously very welcome addition to the squad because of the strength and wealth that she brought to the squad. I was in constant contact with Ellie, as I am with all of my other players, not only local based but abroad. It's a football decision she's made, and all we can do is wish her luck, respect that decision, and that's about it really. After that decision was made, she was no longer my squad player, and I need to concentrate on my squad players. Right now, for me, big miss for these set of games is somebody like Shania Robber, who is somebody that does play for my national squad, and is still unavailable. But we're hoping to have Shani back and fully recovered. We're looking at hopefully in the new year. So yeah, basically worry about things that are in my control. With Ellie, just wish her the best of luck, really.
And with that being said, there's also a new face to the squad. What can you tell us about Amy Lawrence?
Yeah, Amy's been on the radar for, I'd say, a good 6-7 months. Was made aware of her eligibility to be able to play for Gibraltar, and we've basically been keeping tabs, making sure that she was eligible and met all the requirements. She's played at and has come up through a very stable and established system with the FA colleges, playing with Southampton women through the age groups, and has had games with the full senior squad of Southampton as well. So she comes with obviously quality player, and coming from a good pedigree, and eager to see what she can add to the squad.
Perfect. And despite the calibre of opposition, there is something to be said about home advantage. So how important is the crowd going to be?
Like I say, and I don't want it to be the cliche and constant repetition, but it means so much to these players, honestly. It does. We've been up against it here before, and it's the crowd that gets us over the line. It's the crowd that picks players up. makes them run that little bit faster, makes them give that extra push when they're 10 minutes to go, when they're feeling tired, their legs are tired. It's immense, and it's the reason why they do this. We hold a lot of workshops. We're working all round with these players, not just the physical, but the tactical, the mental aspect, and it's wanting to make Gibraltar proud. That is the main thing that always comes out from them. We want to make Gibraltar proud. We want to be playing on that international stage to make our family, friends, and our nation proud. So to have that support here, especially when we play here at home, is immense for them.
And lastly, what's the overall goal for Monday then?
Overall goal is put in a performance, regardless of the scoreline, and I'm not being pessimistic here, but I'm also a realist. I know we're going to come up against a very, very strong, well-drilled team. Like I said before, toughest opposition we'd played to date, and that was a big step up from anything we'd faced before, was the Faroes. We gave a very, very good account of ourselves. Lost that game, but lost by a very narrow margin. We were in the game throughout. We're now playing a team that just recently in World Cup qualifiers put 7 past the Faroes twice. So we know this is going to be a massive step up performance-wise, regardless of how the game goes. That we play for those 90 minutes and give it our all. Those 90 minutes, which is something that the players know I expect from them when they're wearing that national shirt, and something the crowd will expect from them when they're wearing that national shirt. And I'm sure if they give their all for those 90 minutes, regardless of any result, whether it be positive, negative, or whatever, the crowd will cheer them off that pitch if they give it their all. They will appreciate that effort. And we're new to this. It'll be very easy, like I said, for us, the association, myself, to ring fence these players, but ultimately if we're going to go up against the top test next year, then we want to be as best prepared and know exactly what we're getting ourselves into. The tougher the opposition that we play, the harder they'll need to perform, and the more these players will grow, and the better prepared we'll go into that competition. So for me, it's a massive test. Obviously looking really looking forward to it, because it will set a very clear marker in the sand and saying, right, here's where we're at, here's where we want to be, this is the work that we need to put in to try and be at that level.